So if you are a content creator and have ever had struggles with what to write on like an Instagram post or Facebook or LinkedIn or perhaps even your email list, then this video will be very helpful for you. So my advice to you is to batch your content. Batching content just means to create your content at one sitting. And the reason why you do this is because you can get a lot more quality content versus quantity when you are in a flow state. So in a flow state is literally just being in flow, having things be able to flow with ease out of you. And the way you do this is by creating that environment for that to happen. So for instance, on Wednesdays are my content creation days. What I'm doing is I'm writing my Instagram post, I'm recording my IGTV videos, any type of content that I create, also Facebook and LinkedIn, I'm going to be doing at least a week's worth of content on Wednesdays. And so that doesn't mean that I'm sitting down at my computer and coming up with the ideas on Wednesdays. Sometimes it is, but most of the time my ideas or things that I want to share come to me throughout the week. When I'm walking Zeus, when I'm doing errands, when I'm working out, there have been studies shown that movement helps creativity. So ignore Kaya in the back. This is like complete reality now. So let me try and make sure I stay on track. So anyways, when I come up with these ideas throughout the week, I will write them in my notes app on my phone, or I have been recording voice notes just so if I have like a longer thing I want to say, I'll just write the title or a bullet point. So then I know what to say when it comes Wednesday. So when it comes Wednesday, I create my environment that puts me into a really good flow state. I will bring up my notes app, and then I will go point by point and create the content for that specifically. And the other thing is I don't try to write in a certain way. If I'm like talking about color psychology, I'm not looking up online how other people have talked about color psychology. I'm literally speaking as if I'm talking to someone in real life. Let's say I pretend that I'm at coffee with somebody and I'm just writing and explaining things how I would in that way. Because otherwise, and this is from experience, otherwise I will try to look up like, how has someone else said this? And it will just completely stress me out with like how I'm supposed to write my content. So that is as far as like the copy. The other thing is you pull from your brand content pillars. So you want to make sure that you have the foundation of your brand set, because that includes your brand content pillars. What are they, right? The 3 to 5 topics that you are an expert on. And an expert really just means being one step ahead of somebody else. So let's say that your brand is, you want to teach others of being a resource for clean, non-toxic products. So maybe you sell Young Living, and like some of your content will be how to use the oils, maybe it's like the house spray or something, thieves cleaner that you use. Maybe it's like how to recreate this Anthropologie candle scent, but with your oils. So that's going to be a lot of your content. And you can also break those into subcategories too. But then the other part is maybe what do you use at Target? What clean products can you use at Target? What are other products that you have been able to find? Because the other thing too is, a lot of people are turned off by network marketing. So to counteract that is you need to talk about other things besides just trying to sell them on oils, right? So you want to be a resource to those that have it. You want to show them like what they could use with it, but you also want to show that you're a resource in other ways as well, which include, again, going to Target, what clean products can you use for that? Maybe you're a mom, what clean products do you use on your kids? That type of thing. That's also going to give you more credibility because people aren't going to feel like you're trying to sell them all the time. So that goes into, again, make sure you have your brand content pillars and then refer back to those when you're creating content. Now, the other part of batching content is photos. So I'm sure there are days where you don't do your makeup, for instance. then the days that you do, capitalize on that. Take some selfies, have your partner take some pictures of you. When you're out and about, make sure that you get some shots that you can use for later. Just capitalize on the moments where you've already done up so you don't feel stressed to have to, you know, put makeup on because you have to take a selfie, or you have to like stress and go to this one location so you can get a shot for the Instagram or something like that. Like, utilize the moments that you're already in. The other part with that is with photos, I like to, it shouldn't be a surprise to you, but I like to be in a place that is aesthetically pleasing. So when I'm gonna choose a restaurant, a bar, a massage place, any place, I'm gonna make sure that it looks pretty. The reason being is because I can create content in that. And also I'm more inspired if I'm in an environment that I enjoy. So I want to figure, like, I'm gonna look up ahead of time like what the place looks like, and then when I'm there I can take a couple flat lays, I can take a picture of myself, I can have someone take it of me. Sorry, she's just having fun with her toys. But that's something where you utilize the moments that you're already creating. You're not trying to stress out and create these other moments. So that is a huge part of batching content, is using the moments that you're already in and saving them for later. The other thing too with batching your content is when you do go out to certain events, don't feel the need to have to post everything right then and there. When I do something, I will, like I went to a live event. It was a whole weekend and I shot the whole weekend of things that I wanted, of the person on stage, of, you know, other activities that were going on, but I saved all the content. And then I went back through and I uploaded it later and said, here's a recap of the weekend. And instead of just posting a picture of the speaker on stage and that's it, which no one cares, I went back through my notes and I put the picture of the person on stage, and then I wrote in the content of what they had to say as like a little recap. If you want examples of that, goes to my Pays to Be Brave highlight on my Instagram, and you can see how I broke that down. All of that content was batched. I created the content in the moment, I saved it, and then I went back and was like, how would my audience benefit from this versus like, they're not gonna benefit from just seeing a person on stage. You know, so you want to be intentional about your content too. So anyways, I hope that was really helpful. If you have any other questions when it comes to batching your content, please let me know. I have my boss calling me now, and I will talk to you guys later.